Hello and welcome back to my Calmsden farm Let's Play. We are currently planting and doing some fuel for it. So I'm in the New Holland. Let's get this top plot. And we're going to lime, I don't know if we're going to lime the field that's currently being planted, so it makes it easier to see our Rolland. We do still have a lot of field down there as well. I'll quickly check and see how well the case is getting on with the planting in field 3, and then see if we just go onto that field with a line. They just make it easier when we come to roll it, because trying to see where you've been when you're rolling is quite tricky. We do still need to fertilise these as well. Yeah, we're going to do slurry on that and digest it. I don't know why I'm moving here, I need to go and check on our case. So the case is well past halfway mark. I feel so we're just going to get a line start on here. I'm fully utilising with this, but it's very wide as I always say. Yeah, this will make our rolling a lot easier hopefully. Because this hasn't been limed before, it's going to go through a lot of lime. As you can see, it's going down very fast. It'll be the same on the other field, just because it hasn't been limed before. It's like the previous farmers don't like the lime. We'll get this all done. It's been ploughed and everything. It's just to maximise the yield we're going to get from it. Yeah, we'll do many trips, so all that lime we bought will be coming in useful now. Just a few months later than planned. This is our third load. Only got like 3 bags of the big bag pile left. And then we'll be taking from the bulk store. Look like our base might finish. So I quickly check on that before we get going any further. Because he is in the car part of the sawmill. Our worker was finished that field. We'll move the case over to this field. And get the sunflowers in here as well. So I'll get a round done. I'll let the worker go and then I'll put back into the New Holland to get the line finished on field 2. No point in having a worker do it because you're pretty much empty as you start. Just a lot of trucking back and forth. So we'll get that done. It won't take too long to get this round finished. I'm hoping. Oh, I just noticed that we have missed a bit here. Oh well. Oh, I tidied everything up. Once we get the planting done, we'll look at getting our slurry spreader, because we have almost full in our cowshed, and digest it we have quite a lot as well. We have like almost 200,000 litres of digest it, I think. I know we're going to use a lot on these fields. I'm just debating what one to actually use it on first, whether we I think it's probably best to use it on this because we're next to the house shed anyway. Just to save trucking miles and miles and miles all the time. I don't think we're not going to have enough to do all 3 fields, so we may as well do the one that's closer to save us some driving. I think we'll use all the slurry on this easily and then have to dip into the digestate. That's my theory anyway. Whether that happens or not, we'll see. We just got to hope that the seeds hold out on the case. We are back in the year getting this all lined up. The actual application will not take long. It's more just the driving back to the farm to get loaded up. This is using a lot of lime. Now this side doesn't seem to be used as much. Maybe this is a different soil type. That's all the lime used up. It has gotten very dark. I'm going to load this and then rest up till morning. Just so we're not working in the dark. Good morning again. We are back in the yard. And we are off to get this field finished with lime. We've got our worker still going on field 6. Hopefully gets that finished. I would have worked through the night, it's just it's a very poor visual. I don't like working during the night. I'm not sure how many more loads we're going to have to do on now. I think it's probably going to be another one after this, easily. Hopefully this will be our last load for this field. I'm not sure if we're going to get this all on one pass. We shall do our best to try it. Might just be a bit too thick. I'm trying to gauge up one side, the left side. Yeah, it's just a bit too not white. Yeah, we're definitely going to have enough. Good. And we'll get loaded up and we will park up next to sit. We can start rolling, but I just want to get field 6 like fully done so we can get the slurry spreader. And we are done. Right, we'll get this loaded and we will get it ready to go on field 6. We'll check on the case. It shouldn't be far off being done because that machine is really efficient actually. It runs at 11 miles an hour. It is 12 meters wide. It seems to turn really well. Like I've noticed with some implements that you have on the AI field workers, like the mulchers one, it takes quite a while to turn. Yes, it is super fast and a decent width, but the turning time is like really long. Basically that means to me it's like its downtime is high, whereas this planter always seems to turn really fast, so the downtime is minimal. Right, go and check on it while this is loading. Okay, so the bottom half of this field is done, so we will be able to start getting this half done. Well, actually more than a half to be fair. Again, this field was not very well looked after previously, so it is needing a lot of lime. It isn't as big as field 2. I can't remember what size this one is. We won't need as many loads, but we will need quite a few to get it up to the standard that we want. So we got to the awkward part of this field where it kind of goes to a point when you're doing the big sort of long runs like I've been doing. So I'm just going to get this finished off myself. Should still be good for seeds. If I leave a worker every time I go down the back way, it's just going to stop. So it'll probably be easier just us getting this finished off before we get the lime done. We got 2 fields done with just for one load of this planter. I'm not sure how much corn, depends on the field as well with the seed rate and things. But based on the sizes of the fields, we should be able to do the cornfield with one load of these. I just have a feeling we'll be using a lot more corn. But I think the seed rate will be a lot higher. I think we'll take this down to the shop. We'll leave it there for now. We'll maybe get it loaded up with seeds, but we'll leave it And then we'll pick up our slurry tanker with this tractor. So I'll get this taken down to the shop, and then we'll get the lime finished. So that's the lime done. And finishing that, I realised that I need to roll this field. I kind of want to get rolled before we put the slurry down. So yeah, we'll need to get that done. We'll get this parked up and we'll hook up to the roller. Okay, liming it makes it worse because it doesn't take the lime off like I thought. Okay, we're going to definitely come back to that. And we'll get hooked up to the slurry first. I genuinely thought it would take the lime texture off. That's a bad move. Well, you live and learn. We'll park this up for now. And then we'll get down to the shop with the case. This is the one we're going to go for because a lot more money, you don't really get much more. So that's kind of why I was just going to go with this one. I've put the John Deere manure sense in, so that does help me a lot. Yeah, once you go up, it's like you got to go really up and it's really more expensive, and then power for the tractor, it's just like, I think this is the best value for our size of farm anyway. So 18,000 on that. I don't know if this is taking it right to our target or not. Right. The target we want is 60. It'd be there. It's perfect, but it's like, see what it's like when we go get it all done. We got 75% of the way around with one load. It's not too bad. I think it's, I've not used slurry that much. I've used it before, and I think if you don't have the John Deere thing on, you end up doing multiple applications. You do have the John Deere, I think you do once, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll check it. It's running pretty well. I'm surprised how wide it is. I'd like obviously seen what size it was supposed to be, but yeah, it's just always kind of good when it's a lot wider than you think. We are getting a fair amount covered. It's not that slow either, it's going at 10. I'm going to cut in and do it 2 times round. I don't know how well this is going to turn. And then we'll get the worker on it. It's like we're just over where we need to be, and that was saying good. Do we have to go around again? I don't know. Like it is free fertilizer. Just jumped into our New Holland. For some reason our AI has completed his task. I will check on that. What I'm going to do here is we are going to start getting this rolled. Hoping we can kind of see where we've been. So we're starting to get this rolled as the case is doing the slurrying. So we're checking, it looks like it is going to be decent yields. I don't really want to go over it twice, it seems a bit counterproductive to do that. Like it's taking it to perfect mostly, and then good in some areas, so I think we'll just leave it as that. I've set it up to take it automatically from cowshed. We can also get it to take it from biogas plant, which is going to be great because we do have a lot to use there. We're going to have to keep checking on the case because we've wiped out everything in the cow sheds. It's just wiping out what's in his tank at the moment. And then we'll need to, once he's empty, we'll need to switch it to drawing from the biogas, but I might need to go and put some in to do that, I think. We may need to go for a little trip up to biogas to get our first load in, so that we can get that automatically dispense it. We can get a decent bit of this rolled while we're doing that. Okay, so that is our tanker saying he is empty. And we get this set up so that the worker can start rolling for us. And then we can go on a wee trip to the biogas plant. We will probably decimate most of this digestate just on this field. We need to see if we're going to use, I think we will just use it up on another field. Where did I get my digestate from? There, must be that bit. Or is it this bit? No, that's a tipper. Must be here. There we go. I think we're gonna go through more of this than we did of the slurry. I think, I'm not too sure. But we do have 203,000 litres. Which seems like a lot, but when you think we had about 70,000 litres of slurry, we destroyed that and not even covered the whole field. So yeah, having the slurry is good. It doesn't cover as much as you would think. So I've got the bottom bit tidied up there. And we'll set this off. I'll be pulling from biogas plant. Yeah, it seems to be working. Just jumped into case. Just letting the worker do it, so we're drawing from the biogas plant. We've only got a little bit to go. That bit is actually covered, it's not shown for some reason. You're gonna say he's done? No, he's still, is he gonna turn around? Is he gonna get it? So we still have, where is it? Yeah, so we've still got like 160,000 litres of digestate. I'm not sure where he's going here. Yeah, so we're not too bad. We will get this moved up to, I'm just going to take over for this a little bit. Yeah, we're going to take this straight up to the other field. So we can get started at least. With this, if we run out, we run out. It's not too bad. We can just put fertilizer down. But it does say we are. It says we're not like, we've got a decent bit, but it's like we've just reached into the perfect. There's no point in putting any more down if we don't need to. I'm just going to set up here, reverse back. And well, let's go. I'm just finishing off the rolling of this field. And the other tractor is in pretty well with the digestate in the other field, so we'll take this roller up towards there because we are going to need to roll that field as well. So yeah, we're monitoring this to see what it's like in terms of expected yield and stuff. As I said, we can spray it. We're going to have to spray probably a proportion of the other field just due to the fact that we're going to run out of slurry, I believe, pretty quickly. Just going to leave this parked on the verge here. Keep getting out and closing this gate, which I probably should just actually open and leave open. Turn off. Don't think we actually knock it, I'm not too sure. And I'll probably regret doing this now because I'll end up flipping it with a bloody oh god, we're doing really well on this field actually. This time we've got 63,000 litres left. I think we just need to try and make sure our worker finishes the bulk of this. Then we've just got to kind of tidy up a little bit. I'm going to get the roller started actually, so we'll get that set up to go. Just these angles we're going to have to get. I'm not sure why he's decided to stop there, no. We might just have to set ourselves up points that we... This is going to seem pretty weird, but it's just to make sure we get as much from the tank drawn without us having to drive up to it as possible. So to set this off here, be better than, yeah. I don't know what we're going to do at the bottom bit, but yeah, we'll work on it. Just to make sure we use all of whatever we've got in the tank. The drive down there is, yeah, a fair task. Okay, it's not closer than I thought, it's alright. At least we got most of it done. I'm just finishing this off myself. We might have to go and do a trip to biogas, but we'll play it by ear, see how much this 10,000 litres goes. We've only got little bits to go at the top and bottom. I need to see what's that. That bottom bit was not wanting to put anything down. God, I'm a bit squint. Yeah, I might need to just try and figure out how we go over that again. I was starting to do it and then it just like stopped. I thought it was because I was out with the field, like the edge was over, but it's working everywhere else that way, so I'm not sure how that's working. Use 10,000 litres doing that. So we should be good with one more load from biogas plant. Like we've got a few bits and pieces kicking about. Yeah, we'll get that done and we'll get the rolling finished and then that will be us for this episode. We'll leave the other field because we'll need to wait till April before we do that. So that's us back at the field. We've still got, how much did this check there? 34,000 litres left. So we're not totally out of digestate yet. Whether or not we use that 34, it probably won't make a dent on the other field, just because it's so big. We could use it to save us a little bit of money. So it would save us putting down such high amounts of liquid fertilizer, hopefully. So that is all the slurry and digestate down. We still have to get the rolling done. I'll quickly jump onto that and we'll get that finished. Yeah, we've still got roughly 40,000 combined of digestate left. I'm just going to leave this at the main farm for now. So we're going to use the remainder that we have on field 25, 40,000 litres at the moment. We've almost finished our, I'm trying to say, silage. We won't have that much more digestate to produce. I don't think it'll be wiped out. Do have to cut grass in field 10. Again, that will probably be next episode when we do the planting in field 25 as well. For now, we're going to hop over to the roller and get that tracked out. So I had a bit of an accident. It was getting dark, so I thought, right, I'll put the time down to like 0.5 or real time, just to make sure it's still, I can still see what I'm doing and I'm not skipping to the next day, so that this wouldn't happen. However, I didn't realise there was an option to go 6,000 times your normal speed. So it literally went to that and I clicked back, and by that time it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And these has grown, so now I can't roll it, which is annoying. So we've got, I'll show you, we've got a half rolled field. It is what it is. So on that lovely note, that'll be us for this episode. So if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. You can also subscribe if you like. And I will see you again next week. Goodbye.